So I'm going to talk about this controversy regarding doxing racist. And people are like, is it morally correct to dox racists who put racist shit online? I personally am all for it. Personally, if you are going to be a racist and cause distress towards marginalized persons via online, then by all means, if you see that, if someone else sees it, then I believe that you deserve to be fired from your job. And I think that you deserve to be doxxed. So people can find out where you work, what do you do, and let people know, hey, this is the type of person that you are working with. I don't want someone in an environment that is clearly unsafe for other people. If you are working in customer service and you are racist, I would not want you around people. If you feel a certain way about someone, why would I feel comfortable as a person at the fact that you are working around people that you obviously abhor? If you are working at a hospital with children or older people or disabled people, especially people of color, I certainly would not want you working there, and I will do anything it takes to get you fired. Because I know I've been trying to search this one woman's occupation. It's hard to find, but I'm not going to say it right now. I'm not going to say her name on this video, but I saw a screenshotted post of her. I mentioned it in the last video. She was saying that black women were jealous and angry at her because she is white and she can take black men, and that we were just mad that black men like her because of white supremacist beauty standards, which she so did not earn, and she so is not a pretty woman. At least looking her up, she's not pretty. And I saw Women Crush Wednesday posts of her praising this mixed woman named India something. I don't know who she is, but I believe she is mixed. And I honestly think that was how the argument got started. Some Italian woman was like, I'm not obsessed with India the way that you are. You black bitches are just mad and blah 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 blah. And I think someone was calling her out on the hypocrisy of her praising a more or less black woman, but having such animosity towards black women because she has sons. And I've actually seen a picture of her sons and her herself, as well as her mother-in-law, who is a black woman. And it was captioned something like, oh, I'm spending time with my sons and mother-in-law, like their grandma. And I'm thinking, so what does your mother-in-law think about how you feel about black women, calling them nappy-headed bitches? Like, I don't know her. I can't like even say that maybe she would approve or not, but I don't think she would appreciate it if she were to find out that her husband's lovely wife hates women like her. Now, I don't know. She's a light-skinned black woman. She, I don't know, appeared multiracial, like, or just a light-skinned black woman. But I just feel like I don't think she would appreciate it. More than likely, she won't. So I'm just like looking her up, seeing like, what other bullshit has she put out there, because that was the last straw. The fact that you are putting such violence online, antagonizing and inciting violence towards black women, especially dark-skinned women with nappy hair, does not sit well with me. And I don't want you to be privileged. I don't want you to have a job. And people are like, oh, well, you're ruining their lives. They have to support a family. Comments that she makes ruins people's lives. The comments that she had made pretty much incited violence against black women. Comments that she makes isn't just mean comments. The comments she makes perpetuates anti-black misogyny, racialized violence, and misogyny towards black women. Black women are killed. Black women are raped. Black women are fired. Black women lose friends and families and ties and just have mental issues and have post-traumatic stress and any type of mental illnesses that may manifest from the stress that they get because of people like her. You know, so much stress. And you want me to care that there are racists getting their just desserts? No way, because I care about marginalized people more than privileged people's feelings who want to oppress people. I said on my Twitter that in school, if you were to talk shit about someone online, if you were to talk shit about a student, you would likely get expelled or at least suspended for a great amount of time, because they had this whole zero tolerance against cyberbullying, which of course that kind of backfired on me for some reason, because I was suspended a few times for retaliating against cyberbullying that I faced. But nonetheless, schools take cyberbullying seriously. Zero tolerance towards being talked about online. If you talk shit about another student online and you cause them great distress, you can get expelled. And the same thing should apply to the workforce, to employees who talk shit about other employees or who talk shit about a whole group of people. They should be fired for cyber racism, cyber colorism, cyber oppression. That's what it is, cyber oppression. And you want us to sit there and say, well, they shouldn't get fired. Why not? Because it's basically the same thing as how schools treat cyberbullying. If you cyberbully a student, if you antagonize them online, you can get expelled, because people don't take that shit lightly. They don't. At least hopefully I think that's the case, because at my school they didn't do shit. But at the same time, nowadays people get, if you say something antagonistic online, you can lose jobs. You can. And I think that it's rightfully correct for a person like her to lose her job. For some reason, people get fired for stating their honest opinions about oppression, white privilege, stuff that pretty much creates discomfort in the workforce when it comes to privileged people. But a person who is blatantly racist shouldn't be doxxed because they're in a KKK, but what they are saying is obviously emulating KKK logic, like the whole Mike Brown thing, when people said that he deserved to die because he was a thug. Well, that was the same thing as the KKK said. So you were on the KKK side. So I can't stand racist white women in particular, and not just racist white women, but racist non-black women and colorist black women who happen to be light-skinned or biracial, multiracial. Anytime I see something like that, now I'm just going to start doxing them or let people know, hey, this person said something really racist about black women. She's inciting violence against women. So you should probably look her up and look at her job and get her fired, because I have no mercy for racists. I just don't. And why should I? You know, people think being a good person is about having compassion for everyone. I feel that being a good person is having people's best interests and protecting others from toxic people. I can't really trust people these days. People will tell you it's not all, but enough where you just don't know who to trust. Like, there was conversations online where people said that, do you hate interracial relationships? Hell no, I don't. Like, the fuck? I meet people all of the time. You know, I don't even try to have conversations with people, but we just connect. Like, I can talk to a white boy and we'll have a lot in common. Okay, you know, that's a great way to form a relationship. I don't go out looking for white boys, you know. And it's not always the case with black men who openly say that they love white women, completely absolving them of responsibility for racism. Many black women don't do that. Many black women don't worship white men and say, I love white men, and act like that they have never been oppressive. I just can't get people people of color in particular who will openly praise a group of people as these beautiful, cordial, innocent, classy people. And classy, I put that in quotes because of the classism that comes with that idea of what classy is. Classy people that kill people, that incited murder, rape, and violence. White women as well. Yeah, white women are so beautiful. A group of women who pretty much, raped, tortured, murdered, molested, gotten people lynched. White women who did all of that to black women as well, just because that their husbands looked at them during slavery and told them, hey, you gotta wear a scarf and you gotta cover up because white men are looking at you and it's your fault. Rape culture, started by white women, towards African American women. Oh, well, my husband looked at you a certain way and it's your fault. Die, bitch. And then they killed her. But yeah, you black men, and I'm not even gonna I said you black men, because I'm not even gonna try to be not all. You black men are always sitting there saying that you want yourself a white girl. And I just don't understand. I guess it's a turn on that black women are being abused by these pretty delicate creatures. I don't know, and you use misogyny and colorism to incite that, and I just can't even I can't get that. I can get it, but diving into the psychology of things is too disturbing. It's too ugly for me to even get inside why people think the way they do when it comes to racism. What is their logic? What is their moral value about that? I know, but I don't know. When people say do better, they mean do better as a person. I'm not going to say do better as in do better as a race. No, I'm going to tell individual people in the black community, do better when it comes to inter-racism. Stop being colorist. Stop being misogynist. Stop being ableist. Stop being anti-LGBT. And one more thing. Yes, people have an issue with Lee Daniels making it homophobia is some unique factor in the black community and nowhere else. But at the same time, that's his experience with homophobia. And given that a lot of us have grown up in Christian backgrounds as African American youth, yeah, we did hear the homophobia. So I don't think that it should go completely unanalyzed, oh yeah, this isn't a big problem in the black community. I mean, it is a big problem, but it's not something unique. This whole black people are the most homophobic. No, that's an ahistorical lie. All of that is a lie. But back to what I was saying about doxing racists. Plenty of racists have gotten fired before. It's all fun and games until people take it seriously and pretty much let you know that, hey, you're not going to get away with this. And that's why people want you fired. People dox people like Paula Deen or what's his name, Donald Sterling, not really dox, but I believe they got fired for their ignorance. And they should be made an example out of their ignorance. Why should you reward racists? Why should you let them go? They don't look at us as people. And these are people with authority. Racists have power. Racists are those who have white privilege and who have the power to oppress anyone who's non-white. And as well as light-skinned POC when it comes to colorism. These people have power. So why are you mad when we are dismantling their power? I don't get it. That's how I feel. So, good day. I'm going to take a nap now because cramps. I need to take my ibuprofen.